super quick global Dokkan update for you regarding top grossing. It says, along with the unification of operation schedules, the criteria for distributing first place rewards have been adjusted starting this time. After the adjustment, 50 Dragon Stones will be distributed when the international version achieves first place in 3 or more regions. But since Global and JP, since we're synced now, the JP version doesn't count as a region for the international version, right? The regions where first place is achieved will be counted separately from the international version and the Japanese version. So while they could have just made this a lot simpler, and Gresh put up a very sensical tweet, or not sensical, is that the word? Like a tweet that made a lot of sense. This is still a good change, right? This is still a W change, because the way it worked before is Global would get 7 Dragon Stones. Sometimes we would just get 30 or whatever, right? But Global will end up just giving 7 Dragon Stones for every single region in which we achieve first place. So, let's say we achieve, Luxembourg, which always comes through for us, hits top grossing, right? That's 7 Dragon Stones. If it's like Luxembourg and Hong Kong, right, then it's 14 Dragon Stones, and so on and so forth. But as long as now we hit 3 or more, we just get 50 Dragon Stones. It also says the regions where first place is achieved will be counted separately for Google Play and the Apple Store. The above regions are listed in alphabetical order. All players will receive the rewards stated above, and rewards will be sent into the gift box. So while this is, a nice change for sure, the way Garesh worded, I think, just makes a lot more sense, right? Both Global and JP should all receive the same top grossing reward. So I think, and this, I'll say this right now, if JP receives top grossing, so should Global, right? Like if we're going to sync the games, not having things synced doesn't make sense to me, right? Now I understand that app stores, right, are different amongst regions, but at the end of the day, it is the same game that are operating on the same schedules that are hitting top grossing somewhere in the world. So it's not about, oh my god, JP hit top grossing. It's now Dokkan hit top grossing, right? Because that's why I don't really agree that the international version and the Japanese version should be counted differently. This isn't Global Dokkan and JP Dokkan anymore, right? It is Dokkan, period. So if Dokkan achieves top grossing 1 place, every Dokkan player should now receive an award for that. And so that's the way I believe it should work. If JP hits top grossing, or some place in the world hits top grossing, everyone receives 50 Dragon Stones or 30 Dragon Stones. And then we continue to receive small incremental, or maybe 7 Dragon Stones per reward or region. And maybe even besides stones, like maybe Kais or whatever the case is, juice up, right? Juice up the rewards that we get per country after that, whatever the case may be. But Gresh said, if JP hits top grossing, both versions should get the 50 stones, plus the other usual rewards. Every country, in addition to JP that hits it, just give out 7 more stones, not rocket science, which is, like, I'm basically reiterating what he said, because I agree. And if they don't want to give out 7 Dragon Stones, again, you can just give out Kais, orbs, some other really nice rewards. I think that would be, honestly, a lot easier than having to do it. For every time we hit 3 or more countries, we'll give out 50. But if it's 1 or 2, like I think we're still going to get 7, right? Or do we have to actually? Is it going to be 7 per? And then if we hit 3 or more, it's just 50? Or is it we only get Dragon Stones when we get 3 or I don't know. It doesn't need to be this confusing. It's not even that it's confusing. It's just, this is good. Again, this is a good change. I'm not trying to complain. They could have just made it a lot easier and simplified it, because imagine going through all this effort to sync the games and then still counting things separately. It's not Global or JP Dokkan, it's Dokkan. So it could have been a lot easier. But again, still a nice change, because there are times where we hit top grossing in 3 more places and we don't get 50 Dragon Stones. So the times that we do, we're now going to get more Dragon Stones and more Dragon Stones, especially free-to-play stones, it's just a W for everyone when we're going to hit it anyway. So let me know what you think about this. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for the love and support on the channel. Eller Bio Broly coming. Trust. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.